What's up, everyone? Welcome to S'mores Indoors. Little afternoon stream here. I am Corey, your host, and it's been a while since I've been in this room on this channel. But I'm excited to be back in the studio, I guess you could call it, and trying to get back to normal. So I guess I'll address that some today. Also, we'll talk about. I got a stack of movies here I just haven't put up that I've got recently. I've kind of been on a kick on buying some used Criterion stuff. Um, and I'll tell you why I've been doing that lately. Um, and talk about whatever else seems to come up. So, watch some shows recently. One in particular I was going to mention and recommend. So, all kind of fun stuff. The leg is improving, Sean. I will say that. Kind of backtrack here a little bit. January 10th, slipped on the ice and broke the ankle, and had surgery the week after. Was in a boot for um, the 6 weeks following surgery. I'm no longer in a boot. I'm in a normal shoe. Still using crutches, as you can see back here, to get around. But things are improving daily. I feel like just started physical therapy too, and trying to work through learning to walk again. I always thought that was a weird saying. People say, "Well, you got to learn how to walk again." I was like, "How do you not remember how to walk?" But it is a process for sure. Uh, Having never gone through any broken bones, is a new process for me to experience this, and but it's improving. And thankfully, I'm in a shoe now. I can. I've been cleared to drive. Haven't tried it yet. I'm gonna go this weekend to kind of an open parking lot and attempt it. Make sure I've got enough strength behind my foot, since it was my pedal foot that I have the issue with. Make sure I have no issues there. But I feel like I've got enough behind it. I can do that at least, and that'll improve things. It'll get me to work every day and some sense of normalcy. I'm not stuck here when um, I can't get to work. But yeah, I'm excited to get back to normal, and got a lot of plans. I feel like I've been almost just coasting through life, and if this whole process has given me any motivation, it's to really kind of change that and try to live life a little more. And I want to really work on fitness and getting in better shape, eating better, and trying to enjoy my time I have left here. So, what's up, Ben? Thanks for stopping by. But I'll be 50 next year. Um, I'm sure well over half my life is over, and I just want to be try to be as healthy as I can the rest of what I have life wise, and uh, getting in better shape, and trying not to be an invalid when I'm 70 plus. That's the key. Yeah, I don't feel old. If that makes sense. You know, I'm 48 right now. Be 49 later. Um, it is what it is. So you you do you, Ben. Do what you need to do. And what's up, Mike? It's good to see you. I know it's hard to catch you when we're doing late night streams because you're in bed or going to work. But yeah, that's where I'm at with the leg. It's better. Not quite there yet. I'm not walking without some kind of assistance, but I think within the next week or so, I'll be able to ditch the crutches probably and at least kind of hobble along. So yeah, I'm excited for that time. Um, hey, got to stay active. That's one thing for sure. I feel like the moment you aren't at least active, that's when you go downhill. And that's one thing I've learned with this injury is like the muscles. I'm basically now rebuilding those muscles in my ankle to keep myself able to walk. Those go so fast. So I can imagine if you're just sitting and doing nothing, which I've done a lot of the last couple months, it takes a toll on you. So I think that's what kind of kills people in the end. They just their body just quits working for them, and so stay active, do things, get out and live. So that's my message through this whole process. Um, so I'm excited to do all those things. I got some trips planned this year. Looking forward to doing those things, and hopefully I get to full moon next month. My only issue is my physical therapy is real expensive, so I'm hoping that doesn't interfere. Hopefully I can get there at least. So I may have to sleep with Jay the Stingray, but we'll see. Not that that's negative, but it is what it is. I know I'm excited to meet you, Ben. I hope I can get down there. If nothing else, I can get down there for a couple days at least, and because it's a short drive. It's two little over 2 hour drive for me from here, so I could get down there for a couple days at least, and hang out with everybody. That's my goal in the end is to at least do that. So yeah, excited for that if I can make that happen. And got a big vacation, beach vacation set for August. So looking forward to all those things this year. No, I'm sure it's not. We could both snore each other out the bed. So, although I don't really snore now, but that's all right. All right. So I want to talk about a few things. I'll answer any questions if anybody has any that end up watching. Um, I want to talk about the show that I watched, and this is a true crime story that I've been familiar with for years because um, it's kind of local to me, and it's in Indianapolis, not too far from me. But there's a show now on Netflix or on Hulu, and it's called what's it called? I apologize, guys. I had it up here. I don't know why it disappeared. The name of it. It's called the Hollow Murders. Um, Playground of a Serial Killer. Now there was this guy in I think the '90s. He had this big ranch basically outside of Indianapolis, and he would bring these guys to his property, kind of drug them. He had a pool in his house. He kind of drug these guys, and they'd go missing. And they finally caught up with him and investigated the woods around his house. And when all was said and done, they had over 10,000 bones that were unidentified on his property. And this show is a 4 episode show, and it's really kind of details a new look into those and trying to identify those people. And I've heard this story for years. Really didn't hear anything about this guy that he kind of tipped the police off to find the killer, whose name is Herb Baumeister. And this guy claimed to be a survivor of Herb and got away, and he kind of tipped the police to what was going on. The police ended up finding him, and he ended up getting away and taking his own life before he could be tried or anything like that. But it's really interesting to hear the story because the guy that is essentially what we thought was the only survivor of him turns out there's a lot of evidence to the fact he could have been an accomplice in some of these murders. So again, it's called the Fox Hollow Murders, playground of a serial killer, and it's 4 1-hour episodes. I highly recommend it if you're into true crime. I think it's a story that's not so familiar to everybody. So if you get a chance, check that out, and think think you'll enjoy it if you are a true crime fan. So yeah. Let me know, guys. I think my internet might be cutting out here some. If I'm good, let me know. Been having some internet issues lately, and I don't understand why. Anyway, so I have some Criterion titles here. I'll kind of go through and just go through quick. I've been buying a lot of Criterion stuff because my job now is a library, and I have a program where once a month I show a movie for a little bit of discussion with those in attendance, and I'm trying to find stuff that has a lot of content that can be talked about, and I feel like Criterion titles are kind of right up that alley. They lend to a lot of discussion, so I just picked up a few recently. This is actually I think this is a Polish television show from back in the 80s, and it's called Decalogue. So I grabbed that one. This one looked interesting. Kind of excited to check it out. Some of these I just got because I wanted to grab them, but got one called The Damned. Try to show these without a glare. One of my favorite movies. I'm a big Michael Mann fan. I know not everybody is, but this is one of my favorites by him. That's Thief. Filmed by Alex Cox. Actually, I got two Alex Cox here. Picked up Walker. I have not seen that. I have definitely seen this. Didn't have it. Repo Man. Another one I've seen for sure. It's a wild one. House from '77. I've seen this one. This was a fun movie I remember watching. I don't think I watched it when it came out, but probably in the '90s I watched it. It's Hollywood Shuffle. Boris Karloff movie by Peter Bogdanovich. Targets. I've not seen that. Innocence. The Innocents. Definitely know about that one. I just haven't watched it. We've got John Waters' film Polyester. And then done by Terry Gilliam and Jabberwocky. So grabbed those recently. Bought some other stuff too. I just don't have it in here. And I can't carry anything with crutches. So this stuff's just been stacked up for a while. But yeah, picked up that stuff. That's about it. So, have you ever been? I was going to ask you, Ben. Have you ever been to Nashville before? If not, that's it's a fun town. It's a little crazy with the homeless these days, but it's It's all good. There's always good stuff going on. Hitting the DVD shopping lately. Yeah, I'll add you to that, Ben. Actually, if you wanna get in there, we usually just show off any finds we have. It's been a while since anybody's posted anything there, but I tend to go crazy on DVDs too, and I just haven't obviously lately because I haven't been out much. Actually, got to go to a couple Goodwills the other day after my doctor's appointment, which was fun. I didn't find much, but I think I picked up Marathon Man on DVD, and it's that's actually a movie I've never seen, but there wasn't much to find, unfortunately. So, supposed to go out with a friend uh, this weekend to hit up some stores, hoping I'll have the strength to do that, but we'll see. What's up, Andrew? How's it going? Um, Hotels are. It just depends. I mean that. I feel like the Sinesta this year is expensive compared to last year for sure. And yeah, I will do that. Um, but yeah, there's a lot of fun stuff to do in Nashville, and I try to get down there. I usually go down there a couple times a year and hit up McKay's, which you got to go to, Ben. I'm sure we'll if we're all down there, we'll do that again this year. Pick out a day to go to McKay's, and you'll see Dan lose his mind because he just, oh my god, he had a cart full of stuff last time we went down there. But it's just a huge book and movie store, and it's a cool place to go. So, and if you like cheap DVDs, they have a whole section of like discount DVDs that you can go through in bins, and they're like a buck or two each. So you'll really enjoy that. I always hit that up first, and then look around from there. Um, because I'll spend like $20 out of that bin, and have a stack of stuff, and yeah, yeah, definitely. There's a lot of different stuff there, and I know everyone will want to go to Whataburger. You probably have that in your area, though. I'm guessing. Maybe not. I know you're down close to Texas, so but but yeah, McKay's will be. You'll enjoy that for sure. Yeah, I thought so. They don't have it yet. They're getting what do they say, In and Out, but I don't think it's done yet. Um, I think you all obviously I don't eat meat, but I think you all should hit up one of the original uh, hot chicken places. So just ship that shit back, Ben, and like media mail. Hit a post office, throw it in a box, and ship it to your house. That's what I would do. Cookout. Yeah, I don't know that one. Let's pull it up. Why not? Let's take a look at Cookout here. Oh, okay. Is it like a? Oh, okay. I was thinking it was like a drive-in type thing, but no. Got some interesting shakes. You know the beauty thing about the hotel, and I did this a couple times last year when we went, is I would just, if there was something I wanted and I didn't want to go do it, I just door dashed it. So, which I mean, you can do that everywhere except the town I live in. We don't have shit, but I feel like it's some extravagant thing door dashing because I don't have it here. Um, but yeah, just try a couple things and have them door dash it to you. Hush puppies, man, I haven't had those in a while. Cheer wine. Have you ever had cheer wine, Ben? Gotta have cheer wine if you haven't had it. It's good stuff. So I also wanted to talk about next Saturday night. Sorry about that. Yeah, that's definitely the benefit of the Sonesta is if you buy stuff at the convention, you can just take it up to your room or whatever. Um, yeah, cheer wine. You gotta let me pull it up. This is I think it's out of Carolinas. Um, it's a soft drink though. It's almost like a cherry. I'm not gonna pull it up. It's almost like a cherry Dr. Pepperish type thing. A little less on the Dr. Pepper side, but it's awesome. It's a great drink. So definitely check that out if you can get it. I saw they had it there at the cookout place. So yeah, I get that. That makes sense. Um, if I get to go and get a room myself, I'm gonna probably be staying at a different place. But it's one thing that I am driving and um, I'm not drinking at all, so I won't have to worry about driving intoxicated or anything. So I found a place just a couple miles away from the Sonesta, and I would probably have to go that route just because I'm a little tight on things. Was out of work for a little bit at the beginning of this whole process, and then um, I've got the whole physical therapy I'm trying to pay for, so which isn't. I mean, it's like $60 copay every time, but it's 3 times a week, so I'm almost $200 a week on physical therapy. So no, I get that. That's a long drive for sure. Don't blame me there. Um, but yeah, well, that's awesome. I need a I need a raise. I need a raise. I haven't been there hardly for the last 2 months, but I need a raise. Um, but yeah, I'm excited. I want to go at least a couple nights of WrestleMania and watch it with everybody. That would be fun. So looking forward to that. It's gotten interesting with the whole Cena heel turn, and I'm excited to see what they do with that. Um, I kind of feel like there might be some more people that they uh, they do the whole that join the Rock team, if that makes sense. I think he's going to have someone to interfere with Roman and maybe someone else. So that's awesome. I try to get an extra 500 a month on bets, sports betting, but that didn't really work out for me. I win, I win occasionally, but I usually just break even over the month. So it is what it is. Yeah, I'm I hate that, but also like it too. It makes you really anticipate when he's going to come back. My whole thing on the Cena heel turn is, um, I like it a lot. I feel like these people who are saying it's bigger than the Hogan turn are out of their mind. And I also feel like it's something he should have done years ago when he was kind of full time. But for him to do this when it's his last year and this is kind of his what's the word I'm looking for, swan song year, for him to turn heel is pretty. I don't want to say ballsy, but like he could have coasted through this year and just did the whole goodwill tour and everything. But at least he's doing some stuff outside the box, and and yeah, I'm excited to see where they go with it. So, what's up, Christian? Thanks for stopping by. I'm doing better. I'm getting there. Got a regular shoe on again, and like I said, I still have the crutches, but I'm getting there. Things are improving. So, thank you for asking. It is. I would be less for it if it was. I mean, they gave Brock plenty of big spots. I feel like they could do one for Cena for all he did over those years. I mean, the business was kind of the shits, and he made him a lot of money. So, and I feel like he's doing it to give Cody a big spot. I mean, he may beat Cody, but I think if he does beat Cody in the end, Cody's going to get his revenge on him later this year at some point. So he's not going to just beat him and then Cody doesn't get a chance to redeem himself. I don't think they'll do that with Cody being such a big part of the show. So um, yeah, yeah, I kind of think he is too. There's just so much they can do. I heard some YouTube channel talking about all the interesting matches they could have as with Cena as a heel, which they definitely could. Cena as a heel against Punk will be a different twist on that we've never seen, and I kind of think like Cena as a heel versus Orton would be cool. It's just different. So I don't know. I just hope he goes full in on it. And I mean, the little we've seen so far, it feels like he's going all the way with it. I mean, they haven't choked anybody out with their tie in a long time, and it was it's pretty good. So yeah, it's exciting. There's some other good matches on there too. I mean, I was kind of shocked they took the belt off of Rhea Ripley. I know some people think that might be a triple threat now, but yeah, everybody's split on the Travis Scott thing, and I mean I totally understand why he was there. He brings a lot of younger people back into wrestling, and but you can have him, tagging along with him. I'm fine with that. He probably doesn't need to potato anybody anymore. he hit him hard. He's just there, Mike, to bring a different audience. Much like Hogan brought in Rodman. Hogan had Rodman with him just to bring in, get more eyes on what's going on. So it was awkward for sure. I will fully admit that. So I thought that was a good. The whole Elimination Chamber was a pretty good show though. Overall, all the matches were pretty good. Um, and that's probably the most impactful Elimination Chamber event ever when it comes to all the things that happened in it. It's typically one of those pay per views that, sure, they get a couple people that win face off the other champion at WrestleMania, but overall, it's usually just a filler pay per view, and I don't think you can say that about this one. So we'll see. We'll see where they go. Yeah, it's I mean, there's a lot still to determine. I don't think they've really determined what Punk is doing. Roman. I mean, I've missed some shows, but I don't feel like Roman has a match yet. Correct me if I'm wrong. Let's take a look here at what they have card wise listed. Yeah, so we have Cody and Cena, of course. Io Sky and Bianca Belair. Gunther and Jey Uso. That's it, really. Match wise. So there's a lot left to iron out. And yeah. Yeah, the Jade stuff's interesting. I think it's Rikishi that took her out, probably. He did it for The Rock. But yeah. I'm excited. I'm ready for it. There you go. Now she's going to join the Rock team, apparently. I don't know. Which would be weird that The Rock would give a shit about uh, who Jade Cargill's facing, Like, that'd be out of left field. Like, he just comes to attack Jade Cargill. Yeah. Do you think she's mad she married the less successful one now? Like, she could have married Jay, maybe, and She married the one that's shit. I'm just assuming now that Jay's got to be making way more money than Jimmy is. So just from merch and shit like that. I'd be curious how much different they make. Yeah. She says yeet in bed and he gets all pissed. He says no yeet. Yeah. Yeah, he's got to be like top. He's probably top 3 merch sellers right now. I would imagine, especially with all the kids. He's almost like on the. I mean, I'm sure Cody's number 1, but Jay's probably definitely number 2, and especially in kids sales. So, because I went to that Raw in September. There was a lot of kids with Jay Uso stuff even then. That was pre Royal Rumble. So, and he's just been growing from then. I feel like that was right after he won the IC title that time. So, yeah, he's making bank for sure just on merch. Him and Jimmy might be set the same in just payroll, but yeah, it's possible. Seems weird that he would have surpassed Cody, but I guess it's possible. Maybe he's bigger with the kids, and I'm assuming they sell more merch to kids than adults, but there's a lot of freaking goofy ass adult wrestling fans. So I know when I went to Raw, I was sitting next to these two. They were definitely rats. I mean, they were these two girls that one of them just telling me they were at like all the shows that week, and they were both wearing Jimmy Uso or Jay Uso shit. So, um, yeah, they were weird. They were really weird. I don't get, and I don't get how that's possible. How you are at every show sitting like basically in the seats I sat in because I paid a lot of money for that seat. I was like the third seat at the ringside area, and yeah, how you go every night that week? I don't understand. Well, they weren't only fan quality. I'll tell you that right now. They might have like 2 subscribers on OnlyFans, especially one of them. Yeah, I remember that story, but I go to Orton's, the town he lives in, a few times a year. They have a good. The town he lives in has a good half price book, so I always try to hit that up. Oh Jesus, I miss the boat not being a chick, man, because my ass wouldn't be working. I'll tell you that right now. I'd be doing that OnlyFans shit if I could. So I'd just be doing this every day when I'm not doing my OnlyFans content, just streaming. It's like that chick that just got her home invaded. It's kind of crazy. Trying to get her crypto. Can't think of her name. I know Oric likes her a lot, but hey, man, I'm all about it. Do what you got to do. Whatever pays the bills. And my dumbass has to go DoorDash for extra money. So yeah, Amaranth, I guess. Yeah, I think she got busted up or something, and shot one of them, or I don't even know. I didn't dive too much into the story because, to be honest, I don't give a shit. But I heard about it. Yeah, kind of crazy. Makes sense though. I mean, if you can find out someone's info, you can find out where they live. That's not hard. I remember when there was a while I was talking to Vince Russo. I don't know if I told this story on live. I may have. I was an editor in a newspaper, and Vince Russo moved to the town I lived in, and which is right outside. Got to backtrack a little bit. He went to college at a school in the town next to the one I lived in, or the town I worked in, my hometown. And that's where he met his wife, got married. They ended up moving to New York, and then, he did his whole thing through WWF and then WCW. They moved to Colorado, and then there was a time when they found this cabin, and it was in the town that I grew up in and worked at the newspaper at. And I just sent him a tweet or a message on Twitter one time, and because I saw he was moving to that town or close by, I said, and I knew he went to thrift shops a lot, so I said, sent him a message. I was like, just so you know, there's a cool thrift store in Mount Vernon, which was the town I lived in. He sends me a message back, says, "Bro, I'm moving to Mount Vernon." So I was like, I just started talking to him. We talked back and forth. At one point, I had his cell number. That was on an old phone. I don't have it anymore. But um, and he asked about writing for the paper I work for, which, I mean, our freelance budget was shit. It was like $30 a story. I didn't think he was writing. He was gonna write shit for $30 a story, but we talked back and forth, and but the point being, a town that someone lives in, you could go online through like tax records and find out where they live. So I did that one day, and I just said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna drive past his house." And I drove. He had lived in this subdivision, and these houses are spread out pretty good in that subdivision. It's kind of a newer one, but it's also, people want space there. So I'm driving down this road. I get to about the address, and I'm coming around, and at the same time, he's like walking his trash out to the curb. So I just kept going because I didn't want him to think I was stalking him, if that makes any sense. And but we talked for a while. I actually ran into him in a store one day, and we were talking, and it's my little rub with celebrity, I guess, if you want to call Vince Russo a celebrity. But that was the town. I don't know if you remember the story. If anyone watching remembers the story, there was a time when he got a restraining order on Jim Cornette, and it was in that county of the town I lived in. So since I was covering news in that county, I sent an email to Jim Cornette about the whole thing, because there's like two celebrities in our county kind of fighting over restraining order. And Cornette emailed me the restraining order, which he was selling, I think, at the time on his website, but he just sent me a copy of it. And I was like, send me a copy of the story when you're done with it. And I ended up not writing it. I can't remember. Like, ran it by my publisher, and they're like, "Oh, don't mess with that stuff," and like whatever. But interesting stuff for sure. And I wonder if I still have that Twitter message from him. I have to look now. I'm sure I do somewhere. What year was that? Well, here's a little of our back and forth. So yeah, but yeah, fun stuff. Fun stuff. But anyway, guys, I guess I'll get off here for now. Again, check out our show next Saturday night. I think it's 10:30 Central, where we will be. Oh, I was going to talk about that. We will be doing our Midnight Movie Club return, and another movie from Tomb of Terrors here. We're going to be doing Sorority Babes and the Dance-a-thon of Death. So uh, that's one that we talked about doing for a while, just never have yet. So that should be a fun one to do. I'm excited to get on and talk about that one and watch it, have some fun with it. And then coming up, probably in a couple weeks, kind of sneak peek another one we're going to do. And if I can find it here, I know it's in this box. Yes. Can I show this cover? In the vein of the stimulus package, yes, I think I can show this. We're going back to the adult film world for Midnight Movie Club with we'll do Club Lil Jon. I definitely can't show the back, but I can show the front. So the Lil Jon porn. I don't think he's banging chicks in it, but he's like the host. So that'll be interesting. You never know what you're going to get on this channel. Let me tell you that. It's an Art Bell or some kind of porn. So, yeah, Lil Jon, not the greatest porn name, that's for sure. But we'll see what his taste in women is in probably 3 weeks, I guess, or a couple weeks. I don't know. I'm trying to do the Midnight Movie Club once a week. So that's the goal. So this coming week will be, or next weekend will be Sorority Babes and Dance-a-thon of Death. And then we'll do Club Lil Jon the following week. So yeah, should be a fun time. We'll have a special guest next Saturday night for Sorority Babes. So be here for that. Someone who's not on a whole lot. I think he's going to be here. So yeah, it's good to have you stop by, Dan. Enjoy your daily theater visit, which is usually how it goes. And it's good to be back in here and not too uncomfortable. So it's always a plus. And Ben, I'll add you to that DVD group. Oh, we got work. Well, I'll hang around for a little more. What's up, work?
Yo, we're just getting off.
No, I'll hang out for a little more.
Okay, took a little walk, walking my fat ass around.
All right.
Yeah.
That's all I could talk about on my own, so I was gonna get off, but I'll hang out for a little longer.
Only a little bit longer. Don't make me hold up your day.
I'm not doing anything. I'm just stuck here at the house, but I am in a real shoe, so that's a positive.
Jordans or what?
No, I got these wide Hokas on, which are supposed to be better for your feet if you're coming out of a boot. So
Nice.
I need the support I can get. So
When you expected to be fully recovered?
I guess that depends how quickly I progress. I think I think it was saying like 12 weeks from now I should be pretty back to normal. I'm just trying to get to the point where I can walk without crutches, and then I think it's just fine tuning from there, probably. So at least if I can get there, the
So
rest will
pretty
just
much
be
summer, so that's pretty cool.
yeah, yeah. It's going quick. Like I've been to therapy one day, and I can already tell the difference. They gave me stuff to do at home, which I do that stuff a couple days times a day, and um, yeah, it's improving. I can tell the difference. So
Yeah, I had physical therapy only one time in my life, and I was like, "Wow, this is awesome!" So like, they got all these machines and stuff that you don't find at ordinary gyms,
all
like
right,
steppers and stuff, and like they use bands and stretch bands and shit like that.
yeah,
You know,
yeah. It's I mean, the first day was good. It felt good to get movement in it, and they didn't try to kill me. But I
did you
can
have any
definitely.
like PTSD of like injuring yourself again?
I mean, I've had that through the whole thing because I think it's just been. I've said this a bunch. My pain has not been bad through this. 90% of the issues I've had have been mental because I know how it felt when it broke, and to put weight through it again is scary just because you don't want that to happen again. But yeah,
Kind of
it's
related, but not really. I had a bad pilonidal cyst. Hayden had one of those, and
mhm,
for I had surgery on it, and like for my fear was like for the longest time I didn't want to sit down directly where my spine is and
yeah,
like where your asshole is. So I was paranoid to just sit down in one spot, or else because I'd start bleeding again.
yeah.
So yeah. So I don't know how you feel, but I kind of know how you feel.
No, it's yeah, it's for sure a process. Brian says it's good to see you. Brian says he's broke a lot of bones. I think that first one is probably the worst because you've not had that experience before, probably. So unless it's obviously a worse break later, but um, my son had one of those cysts too. I forgot. I don't know if I told you that before or not. He
Yeah,
had to have
apparently a
surgery.
lot of people in their 20s and 30s get them.
Yeah,
Male or female, they get them, and it's just polyneural cyst, just a nasty ass cyst, like is
yeah,
near ass crack, and yeah.
yeah, yeah. He dealt with it, doctors with it a few times, and then they just had to do some kind of surgery for him. And so far, so good. I think I don't have a rod. I have a plate with screws, and then a. They did a procedure on the other side of my leg. I think they call it a tightrope, and it kind of keeps everything together because I had a ligament that was damaged.
Cheers to getting out of the boot.
Yeah, yeah. I have regressed a little bit from the boot because I don't have as much support. So I'll be walking some, and I think if I've done too much, it's almost like my ankle starts to collapse. But I think it's just those muscles that are weak and feels like that. So I kind of lay off of it for a while, and then I'm good again. But
It's so annoying when you can't push yourself and you need help in certain ways.
yeah,
It triggers me so much, man.
it's funny. I was using the walker for a while, and I mean that was good because I could still use it and kind of carry stuff around. But it wore me out, and I was slow with it. I can move so much quicker on these crutches, but then I can't carry shit. So it's like
Yeah.
it's a pain in the ass. So I'm like trying to figure out how to fix something to eat and then get it to my couch and basically just hold one crutch against me and walk with it while I hold something. It's kind of a pain in the ass, but so I'll be glad to get maybe at least down to one crutch or something. I could wear a backpack, but can't put a plate of food in a backpack.
Yeah.
So that's the one problem. And I'm here. The days I'm here right now is because my girlfriend's at work. And if I went to work the day she goes to work, I'd be at work from 5 a.m. to 8 p.m. And I'm not about doing that. So,
Yeah, F that.
but I should be driving again Monday. So, as long as I don't get in the car and practice and my foot just takes the gas to the floor and I drive through a building or something. I think I have control not to do that though.
Obviously, I wouldn't that want that to happen, but that's pretty funny the way you said it.
Yeah.
You're just like, oh shit.
Yeah, I didn't have a walker with a seat, but I was just able to balance stuff. I walked. Um, I had the scooter for a while, the knee scooter for a while, but the bad thing about that walker too is I wasn't progressing much. I was just forcing too much weight through the walker and not through the leg. So that's not going to get me better at all. I need to put some stress on this to generate some bone growth.
And what date was the break again?
January 10th.
Damn.
So I had surgery 6 weeks ago last Friday. So I mean, I'm further ahead than a lot of people. A lot of people are in a damn cast until the 6th week, and I've been putting weight through it for 4 weeks. So
You're gonna be a small forward in the NBA soon, man. Watch out.
yeah, no, I'd be afraid to play like basketball or something for a while.
Thing
Me and
about
my
those athletes is they have like 50 million to fall back on.
yeah, exactly,
They're like, oh
and
man.
and the best doctors and trainers to work with. And,
Yeah. I
yeah,
heard like Derrick Henry, the running back for the Titans, he like just on keeping his body healthy and supplements and like just and memberships to gyms and stuff like that and people who he has help him, he spends like 1 or 2 million per year just to
yeah.
keep him like at top shape so he can keep playing.
There's a I was reading when I was going through this, trying to. I got on Reddit a lot because I was trying to find people who've gone through this and give me a little motivation, you know. And I read this thing where he didn't have a break; he had a sprain. But Tua, when he was at Alabama, had a sprain, and he had that same tightrope surgery I had, and he played in a game 28 days later.
Damn.
I was like, that's just fucking crazy to me.
There was some guy, he was on Rogan a long time ago before Rogan signed the big Spotify deal. And he was the Houston Texans running back. I forgot his name though, but he had to play for a full year with like his rib cage or his ribs were like almost pretty much broken. And he
Yeah,
had to play like the whole season to get a big contract because he was still on his rookie contract and he was just on like pain pills and like injections like crazy. Yes, Arian Foster. Thank you, Ben.
oh fuck, I've been eating lots of junk food my whole life. So, um, there was a story too. I feel like that Donovan McNabb played some game with a broken leg. I'm like, how the fuck?
Yeah.
Maybe I'm just a bitch and can't handle shit, but fuck,
You also didn't get a signing bonus, so I
that's
mean
true.
it's a little bit different. Yeah.
Yeah, if you stay out there, there's an extra 5 mil. I'm like, fuck. I guess
Yeah.
tape the motherfucker up and shoot me up with something.
If we shoot you up and you take these meds, we give you for one game paycheck, we give you $200,000.
Exactly.
That
Yeah.
would I'd be like Oxy, go.
Yeah, I don't care if I throw up. Just do it. What's up, Jessica?
Chess.
Oh yeah, Philip Rivers played playoff game with two bad ACLs. I feel like didn't was it Brady in the Super Bowl had a bad one the whole season or something? The last one with the Buccaneers.
I am not entirely sure.
Seemed like I remember that.
I just remember him missing the majority of one season.
Yeah.
The only one when he messed up his leg when someone hit him low.
Was it that the year after? Oh, wait. No, that was the year. Fuck, I can't remember now.
As every year goes on with my life too, it all blends together. Same.
Yeah, I was
I
thinking that
remember
was.
Super Bowl years. That's it.
Yeah, I was thinking that
Yeah.
was the year after they went undefeated and lost the Super Bowl, but maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, that's fucking gross. Yeah, she's a fucking cunt anyway, so he's better off. He can just fuck around now. I want to. I don't want to. I don't care how hot the chick is. If she sounds like fucking Hitler, I don't know. I'm out.
Oh, Giselle. Yeah.
Yeah, you know she sounds like fucking Heinrich Himmler if she's pissed.
I'm right there with you. Yeah. If it's play 2 or 3 more seasons or listen to annoying shit, especially when football's your life and then you're going to be done. And he is getting really good at broadcasting.
Yeah,
But I mean, just it would be like being a having any insanely high paying job that you love and has been your passion your whole life and retiring in your mid 40s. Like.
I got a feeling too. He's gonna be okay. He can find another hot chick.
Yeah, yeah. It's funny seeing Bill Belichick walk around with like a
Yeah,
26
that
year
son of a
old.
bitch can fucking hit that shit. There's hope for us
uh,
all.
I cannot wait. They're gonna do off season, but it's gonna be with Bill Belichick and his one of his sons, and it's gonna be with the UNC college team.
Oh, that'd be
So
awesome.
I don't know when it's coming out on Max, but I'm definitely bumming off of someone for that shit. You didn't hear that, Disney.
I like. I'm a fan of new Belichick. He's fucking always happy, and it's a whole different man now.
Yeah.
Yeah, as a guy that's been divorced, I don't give a fuck. Just let them all split up.
Yeah, it was fun to have one season where you got the best college coach of all time, at least record and championship wise, with the best head coach of all time, record and Super Bowl win wise, doing like Belichick was doing NFL stuff, and then Saban was doing college stuff, both for ESPN.
Yeah,
So that was pretty cool to have that. But now Bill's working again, and then I don't know what Saban's doing, but I think he'll probably be on College Game Day if I have to
probably.
guess. He can't stand McAfee though, which is hilarious.
Oh, I thought they were. I thought they were good.
No, like I mean, just it looks like when he says like younger, like millennial shit, it just
Oh,
like
okay.
it's yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
You know what they should have done this past year was, you know how the Mannings have their show on Monday night?
yeah,
They should have had a show, did the same show basically, but have Saban and Belichick do a college game or something.
yeah. Or just
Same
done
way.
every single pro game and replace Eli and Peyton.
Yeah. Or have all four of them together. Fuck it.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't like it when like a random person comes on like The Rock at least played football at,
Yeah.
at the U, Miami U, and and when they have guests like that. But when it's like some random person
Now here
who's
we're gonna bring
barely,
in Will Ferrell.
yeah, Will
Yeah,
Ferrell, yeah, like they're not like if it's a celebrity and they're a fan of football, like pro or college, and they know the game, that's one
yeah,
thing. But when they have nothing to do with it and they're like promoting a new Star Wars movie, I'm like, oh my god.
yeah. I wish they'd do less of that, but I get the fact that they're. It's kind of like the Travis Scott thing in WWE. It's like they try to bring in these people that would bring in casual people to watch if you're a huge Will Ferrell fan or whoever.
Yeah.
But whatever. Ben's always wanted a Wawa. I saw you asked that earlier. Isn't it just a gas station in the end? I mean, go to go to a Bucky's. That's better than Wawa, I'm sure.
Yeah, Bucky's like some people say it's like overrated. I think Jonathan said that at one point, but
I think
like
I think it's overrated too. But
it's probably overrated and overpriced, but just to have them like buy you must be like really nice. Just to like if you
yeah,
had like I don't know if you were like pretty well off.
yeah. There's a lot of shit they don't have. Like I feel like it seems like they only have like Pepsi products. I think
Hmm.
maybe either one or the other, Coke or Pepsi. They didn't have both, which I thought was weird.
All about the money.
Yeah, it is. But
Isn't it like it's Wawa, Sheets, and then Bucky's are like the three big ones that can like do everything?
yeah, probably. Oh, what's your go-to soda? Work.
Oh, when I can start drinking them again, even though it's been 3 years since I've had one. I like Coke Zero, and I like it's not Pepsi Max anymore. It's Pepsi Zero. So the both the big name colas, zero versions.
I'm a Diet Dr Pepper or Dr Pepper Zero.
Dr Pepper Zero is also really good. Yeah,
Yeah, those are probably my preferred.
I have nothing against the diet brands and the diet names, and all those flavors still taste pretty good for the most part. But I love how they're making everything zero because the word diet offends people. Like the
Yeah,
younger, yeah, it's pretty
it's
funny.
weird. It is weird. Her favorites are Wawa, Quick Check, and 7-Eleven. 7-Eleven's one I've not been to a lot of.
7-Eleven is funny just because they're everywhere. They're only in like certain places here in the States, but like worldwide, they are the biggest by far. They're like Subway and McDonald's worldwide.
Yeah,
They're
around
just
here, they're only in like the bigger cities. Like I go to St. Louis, there's 7-Eleven, or Nashville, or Indy. There's none like outside of those cities around here. And they're usually in the worst part of fucking town in those cities too.
and if you go in the gas station, there's like heroin needles and like used crack rocks and shit. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, yeah. Coke Zero, Dr Pepper, Canada Dry, Fruit Splash.
I'd say my favorite though that I've actually had. I mean, I like Coke Zero and Pepsi Zero, like are my go-tos.
Yeah.
But what was it? It was cherry diet cherry Dr. Pepper was the bomb. That's like probably yeah. the- If I had to just pick one.
He's got a place called On Q that has good gas station pizza and sushi. We got we've got this one gas station I used to always pass when I'd be out doing DoorDash, and it made me think of this joke I heard Jay Leno say one time. He was talking about how the names of comedy clubs got ridiculous over the years. They're just like some fucking weird word or something. But this gas station makes me think that because I'm like, there's a gas station called Bonkers. Like, what the fuck? And then we got some around here that were called Chuckles for a while.
The best name ever for a gas station was Come and Go.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
the best one. Whoever made that is a genius. Yeah, Ben, it's called the Mothership.
is it okay? Trash Waffle Houses are the best. Oops, just asking. They're saying you look good. I was thinking that the other night. Like, man, you lost a lot of weight. Proud of you for that.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. I'm just, I have surgery coming up too. A little bit different than yours, but still surgery nonetheless. And I have to kind of take it easy at the moment. But um, assuming everything goes well, yeah, I want to see how light I can possibly get because I have absolutely no muscle mass at the moment because I can't lift anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean, every surgery is it's still surgery, no matter what it is. So
Yep.
uh, things can happen, but we'll all be pulling for you, and if
Thanks.
everything goes well. When's that? Do you have a date on that yet, or
Yeah, it's in a few weeks.
okay? Yep. Hope it all goes well, and that's my. I was saying that earlier. That's my goal after having this. Is I really want to try to take eating and working out serious, and I'm not trying to like fucking be Arnold or anything, but just get in good shape and try to live healthier. So
Yeah, I don't know where it was, but just I heard um it was on a podcast or either just a long interview, and it was like every single pound that you don't have on your body is like a massive help to your
oh
like
yeah,
your heart, your brain, and everything else.
yeah,
So every time I'm like, all right, I'm gonna eat a king size, 4 Reese's peanut butter cups and buy this. I'm just like, oh, that'll gain me a half pound to a pound. So I'm just gonna skip.
yeah. And you know what? It'll only make you happy for like a couple minutes, and then you'll feel like shit for eating it. So,
Yeah.
but I still do it like a fucking idiot. But yeah,
I wouldn't say you're an idiot.
no, I'm not saying that. It's just I make
It's fucking good, man. I mean, I
it
can't
is. It
blame you.
is.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the best candy there is Reese's peanut butter cups.
I just sat here and ate a half a box of fucking French toast crunch today. So, but I right now I'm kind of allowing myself to not go nuts, but eat whatever because I can't carry much food. I can't. I only eat like one meal a day right now. I've lost weight, I think, through this whole thing, which is probably contrary to a lot of people when you're not moving for 2 months. But yeah, I'm excited to be able to physically go to a gym and start getting active. So
Yeah. And that way I'm pulling for you too.
I appreciate it. My next year, I'm going taking a big trip with my kids at the end of the year for my 50th birthday. And my goal would be to maybe be down 100 pounds by then, which I think that's doable in over a year and a half for sure.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
So that's the goal anyway. And the other goal is to get this fucking cat out of here. Get a 12 gauge and blow him up. Fucking bastards. Did you see the? Did you see this? I'm gonna. This is gonna be the Midnight Movie Club in a couple weeks.
No, what's that? Little John?
Club Little John porn.
Oh shit! I didn't even know that existed.
I shouldn't know, but I own it, so whatever. It sits right next to my stimulus package DVD. So,
JoJo,
yeah.
Casey and JoJo, and all your life, I pray for some DVDs like you.
Could do this one week too. I actually think we talked about doing this. China is Queen of the Ring,
Oh,
featuring a 9 wrestler gangbang. She does. She has a threesome in this. I don't know if you've seen this. Have you seen this?
no, I've just seen One Night in China.
She has a threesome in this with Lisa Ann and Ron Jeremy.
Holy shit!
That's a fucking all-star fucking threesome.
What's the name of that one? I'm gonna have to look it up.
China is Queen of the Ring. I think it's on one of the sites, free sites. At least that scene, probably.
Hook me up with a link later.
I'll try to find it. uh, had been at Lisa Ann, yeah.
There's got to be some chick that looks like Melania.
Oh God, I'm sure there is. I can't believe they haven't done. Maybe they have some
They
kind of
probably have. Yeah, I was gonna
porn.
say as soon as you
There's
pause
gotta.
yourself. Yeah.
I got to search now see if they have. There has to be.
I'm interested to know what the name is. Huge.
Well, I think Stormy Daniels did something actually. Uh, yeah. I think it's just called the Donald. Oh, damn it. I think I can pull this up. Yeah.
Huh.
Evan Stone, I guess, is Trump. I have to buy it. It might be a Midnight Movie Club, too.
Man.
Let's see if I can find it for cheap here. I need to stop buying shit.
Yeah, not taking any sides and shit, but with all the tariffs and all this crazy shit going on in the world, I'm trying to buy as little as possible at the moment.
No, I understand. This looks awful. I got him banging chicks, and there's just a Trump "Make America Great" sign on the wall behind him. Oh shit. Well, I guess we'll end the live portion of this. Ben, I'll add you to that group, like I said, and uh, we will be back next Saturday night for some Midnight Movie Club. and yeah, should be fun. So, all right, everybody, till we see you again, take it easy.